Breaking. Nyesom Wike, FCT minister, has been arrested in France over killing the Igbos in Abigbo, Port Harcourt. The story in full detail.
There are unconfirmed reports spreading like wildfire on social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram that Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, the Abuja land grabber, the self-proclaimed Port Harcourt landlord, the controversial kingmaker who installs and removes governors at will, has finally been arrested in France. According to this viral post, he was picked up just 48 hours after arriving in the country for a private visit. And now, the United States government is demanding his immediate transfer to America for questioning and possibly prosecution. People are asking everywhere, is this true or false? If true, what exactly is the crime? On what grounds was he arrested? And why the United States of all places? If you are one of those curious Nigerians scrolling through your feed right now, stay with me till the very end of this video. We will connect all the dots, reveal the hidden connections, and uncover what this could mean for Wike's political future. Because at OK Igbo Vlog, we report the stories others are too afraid to touch. We are factual, reliable, and always timely. If you have not subscribed yet, do it right now. Like this video and turn on your notification bell so you will be the first to know when we drop the next bombshell. Now, let us delve deep into why we are making this video today. In a dramatic turn of events that has set social media ablaze, there are reports circulating widely that Nyesom Wike, the minister of the Federal Capital Territory and former governor of Rivers State, has been arrested in France. He had reportedly traveled there for a private meeting, but according to the viral posts, international security officials intercepted him just 48 hours after his arrival. The posts claim that US authorities, acting under the directive of President Donald Trump, are pushing for his immediate transfer to America for alleged offenses said to be connected to actions against the Igbo people. A top French security officer is quoted as saying, "The order came in fast. By the time he stepped out of his hotel, the operation had already been sealed. There was no room for escape." Now, while this news has not been officially verified or denied by any government, history shows that stories like this often turn out to be true, or at least, they expose truths that powerful people want to keep hidden. Let us read the full write-up from the screenshot that is going viral. Breaking news: Wike arrested in France under immediate transfer watch. US authorities demand immediate transfer. In a dramatic turn of events, former Governor Nyesom Wike has been reported detained in France just 48 hours after arriving in the country for a private visit. According to the satirical report, international security officials intercepted him following a confidential request from Washington. Sources inside the fictional investigation claim that US authorities, acting under the directive of President Donald Trump, are pushing for Wike's immediate transfer to America for alleged offenses said to be connected to actions against the Igbo people. A top French security officer was quoted as saying, "The order came in fast. By the time he stepped out of his hotel, the operation had already been sealed. There was no room for escape." Now, satirical or not, this post has millions of views and shares because it touches on real fears and real scandals. If this arrest turns out to be true, what could be the real reason, and why the United States? Let us connect the dots, carefully, step by step, so you see the full picture. Remember Omoyele Sowore, the fearless human rights activist, the convener of the Revolution Now movement, the publisher of Sahara Reporters, the man who has spent years exposing corruption in high places without fear. Just a few months ago, Sowore called out President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a criminal when the president traveled to France and claimed there was no more corruption in Nigeria.
Tinubu is a criminal.
That video went viral. The DSS even demanded Sowore delete the post. They petitioned Facebook and Twitter to take it down, calling it a threat to national security. But Sowore refused. He stood his ground. Then came Nyesom Wike, who positioned himself as the defender of the president. On September 18, 2025, during the flag-off of the construction of Arterial Road N1 in Wuye, Abuja, Wike threw a veiled threat at Sowore. He said, "This is a country where anybody can wake up in the morning and go to social media to say Mr. President is a criminal. Despite what Donald Trump is doing in America, Have you seen anybody call him a criminal? You are lucky that Mr. President is someone who obeys the rule of law. Continue to be lucky. There are those you will meet that you won't be lucky again.
This is a country where somebody who on social media will say Mr. President is a criminal. Nothing will happen. Nothing. You say all kinds of things you want to say, nothing will happen. No matter how you see people criticize Trump, have you ever seen any American citizen on the social media, on the public, say, look, our president is a criminal? Have you ever had that? But here, anybody can wake up in the morning and abuse president, and we're happy. You are lucky you have a president that believes in the rule of law. You are lucky. Continue to be lucky. There are those you will meet and you will be lucky again. And other people.
That threat didn't sit well with Sowore. It lit a fire under him. Sowore started digging deeper than ever before, and what he uncovered was explosive. Wike's secret wealth hidden in plain sight in Florida, United States. On September 21st, 2025, Sowore released documents showing that Wike owns 3 luxury mansions in Winter Springs, Florida, worth over $6 million in total. The properties are 113 Spring Creek Lane, a 5,000 square foot residence, bought in cash for $535,000 and transferred to his son, Jordan Wike, age 25. 209 Heatherwood Court, a 3,401 square foot home, acquired for $459,157 in cash and transferred to his son, Joaquin Wike, age 23. 208 Heatherwood Court, a 3,901 square foot home, purchased for $465,000 in cash and transferred to his daughter, Jasmine Wike, age 20. These were not loans or mortgages, all cash transactions, no bank records to trace the source of the money. And Wike, a career politician who has been in public office since 1999, has no known private business to explain how he could afford $1.5 million in cash for these homes alone. Sowore revealed the exact dates, transfers via quitclaim deeds between July 2021 and August 2023. Now, what is a quitclaim deed? It is a legal document used to transfer property ownership without any warranties or guarantees from the seller. It is quick and simple, often used between family members. But in Wike's case, it was allegedly used to hide the trail. The deeds were signed by Wike's wife, Justice Eberechi Suzette Wike, a respected Court of Appeal judge in Nigeria, transferring the properties directly to their children. This created the illusion of family gifts, but Sowore claims it was a deliberate scheme to launder corrupt funds and evade detection. Under US law, particularly Florida statutes and federal anti-money laundering rules like the Kleptocracy Asset Recovery Initiative by the Department of Justice, foreign public officials like Wike are heavily scrutinized for property ownership. If the funds are proven to come from corruption, which violates the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act and Florida's money laundering laws, the consequences are severe. The properties can be forfeited to the US government. Wike could face up to 30 years in prison for trafficking in stolen property, a first-degree felony. Visa bans would follow, preventing him from ever returning to America. And if extradited, he could be prosecuted for using US real estate as a safe haven for laundered money. Wike thought he could outsmart everyone. He hid these assets from Nigerians, never declaring them to the Code of Conduct Bureau as required by Nigeria's constitution. He believed his political power would shield him forever. But after Sowore's exposure, Wike went on national television and denied everything. He claimed the properties belonged to his wife's family, bought by his in-laws as gifts. He even accused Sowore of being bribed by his political enemies. What we expected was a lawsuit, Wike suing Sowore for defamation and demanding damages. But that never happened. No court papers, no evidence presented, just words on TV. Then Sowore dropped another bombshell. Wike tried to amend his asset declaration with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to include the Florida mansions retroactively. But the EFCC refused, stating that the original declaration had already been recorded and shared across agencies. You can't rewrite history like that. Undeterred, Sowore took it international. On September 22nd, 2025, through his lawyer, Deji Adeyanji, a prominent human rights activist and counsel known for high-profile anti-corruption cases, Sowore petitioned the Attorney General of Florida, James Uthmeier. The petition demands an immediate investigation into the source of funds for the properties, forfeiture of the mansions in Seminole County, criminal prosecution of all involved parties, and visa bans on Wike to stop further abuse of U.S. territory. Adeyanji wrote in the petition, "These transactions, executed in cash and hidden under the names of his children, form a deliberate scheme to launder the proceeds of corruption into U.S. real estate." Sowore offered to provide more documents, testimonies, and even collaborate with U.S.-based lawyers. Since that petition, whispers from Washington suggest the U.S. government has been quietly investigating. The Department of Justice's Kleptocracy Initiative has a track record of seizing assets from corrupt foreign officials, from Malaysian kleptocrats to Ukrainian oligarchs. And just a few days ago, the U.S. mission in Nigeria issued a stark warning: fighting corruption knows no borders or limits on accountability. No visa for corrupt Nigerian officials. So, if this Wike's arrest in France is real, as these unconfirmed reports claim, could this be the U.S. pulling strings for extradition? The timing fits perfectly with Sowore's petition. Wike thought he could hide his Florida secrets forever, but secrets have a way of catching up. Now, let us pause and reflect. If this turns out to be true, will Wike win this international battle? Or will he finally face the music for all the hidden wealth, the land grabs, the threats, and the betrayals? The mansions could be seized, prison time in America, his political career in Nigeria, finished. Tell us what you think in the comment section below. If this arrest is confirmed, do you believe Wike will walk free, or will he pay the price for all the hidden wealth? Type your honest opinion, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video so more Nigerians can stay informed. This is Okeybo Vlog. We do not chase rumors, we connect the dots to reveal the truth. Thank you for watching to the end. Stay vigilant. See you in the next one.
I see the sweet talk, you gonna bring them. I see the bring them, I see the sweet talk, you gonna bring